Making a crime movie as a beginner with limited resources, three local locations to search, and a cast and crew to manage effectively was a challenging yet rewarding experience. However, through this process, I learned valuable skills that helped me develop my production abilities. I also gained experience on how to manage a team and work collaboratively with the cast and crew professionally. As managing a crew and cast is another challenge that requires effective communication, where I had to ensure that everyone was on the same page and working towards the same vision. Additionally, I usually encountered issues like scheduling conflicts and personality clashes, for example, which we as a team had to overcome. The cast comprises of the following people. Number one, me, myself, Fahad Meghani, playing the role of the main protagonist who is observed stepping into the criminal underworld and is navigated by an individual named Zach who shares the same mindset. They both form alliance and indulge in criminal activities for which they become a prime target of the law enforcement agencies. It was a wonderful experience working with my team. Although, as both the director and actor, I had to split my focus between giving direction to the rest of the cast and crew and performing my own role. But by rehearsing and delegating some of the directing responsibilities to Abdul Wase, one of our key crew members, allowed me to feel confident and focus on my acting. I also took the time to play back footage after each take to ensure that I was satisfied with my performance. This helped me to identify areas where I needed to adjust my acting or directing approach. Number 2, Zaki Kazmi, who played the role of Zack and is the one who assists Fahad in entering the world of criminal activity and turn his desire to break free from the constraints of a mundane life into reality. Zaki is a close friend of mine who, at occasions, assisted in camera work as well, along with Abdul Wase, despite the fact that he was busy at the time, but made sure to prioritize this project over other commitments. It's great to have you here with us. How are you doing today, Zaki?
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm doing well, thank you.
That's great to hear. So let's talk about your experience working on the Dark Descent and tell us a bit about that.
Sure, working with Fahad on The Dark Descent was challenging but a very fulfilling experience. Although I was quite busy at the time, but since Fahad is a very good friend of mine and we've been friends for 3 odd years now, I made sure to prioritize this project over other commitments. The scheduling was a bit of a challenge, but you're very cooperative and accommodating. So you made sure that we worked around each other's schedules.
Thank you, Zaki. It was my pleasure to work with you on this project. Can you tell us a bit about your role in the film?
Of course, in the film, I played the role of Zach, who helps navigate the main protagonist into the criminal underworld. It was an exciting and challenging role, but with your direction and guidance, Fahad, I was able to bring out the best in my performance.
I'm glad to hear that, Zaki. Were there any challenges that you faced during the filming process?
Yes, we faced some continuity issues, but your attention to detail and clear vision helped us overcome those obstacles. Despite the challenges, we all worked together as a team to deliver an excellent end product, and I'm proud to have been a part of it.
It sounds like it was quite the team effort. What was your overall experience working with the rest of the cast and crew?
It was great working with everyone involved in the project. Everyone was professional and dedicated to the craft, which made the experience all the more enjoyable.
That's wonderful to hear. And finally, do you have any upcoming projects that you're working on you can tell us about?
I'm currently in talks for a few projects, but I can't share any details just yet. But I'm excited to see what the future holds.
Well, we'll definitely be keeping an eye out for you for your future work. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today, Zaki.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Fahad. It was great being there.
Number 3, Saif Ali, who played the role of an arms supplier, made his first debut for a film, but has worked as a model for clothing brands. His illegal interactions with Zack in distributing him pistols and ammunition are observable. Saif and I have been old friends since our school days. It was his passion for the project that impressed me when we first discussed it, led me to choose him for a role he was eager to play. Similar to Zaki, Daniel also made his debut in my AS level media portfolio, The Devil's Night, as a protagonist. It has always been a pleasure working with him. Like Saf, Daniel is also an old school friend of mine and was equally passionate about playing the role of a drug dealer who Fahad interacts with at midnight. Here's what he has to tell about his experience.
Hi, my name is Daniel Murray. Thank you for having me. Working with Fahad on The Dark Descent was a fantastic experience. Fahad was always cooperative and had a clear artistic vision, which made it easy for us to work towards a common goal. However, we did face some challenges with continuity issues as I had to maintain the same appearance in every shot. But with his guidance, we were able to overcome the challenges and deliver the desired outcome. In contrast to The Devil's Night, where we were relatively new to working with each other, The Dark Descent was a smoother experience as we already had an established working relationship. Thank you.
We primarily used a Sony ZV-1 and an iPhone 7 to shoot our videos. Despite being a 7-year-old phone, the iPhone 7 surprised us with its unexpected but impressive footage, while the Sony ZV-1 provided professional-grade results with its excellent video recording capabilities. The combination of these two devices helped us create high-quality media content.